right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to everyone. So, inshallah, we shall start in less than 1 minute. So, while waiting for that, and while waiting for other participants to join, let's begin with the recitation of Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Ya kena madu, ya kena stain. Suratul mustaqim, suratul ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim. All right, okay. So, before we even begin, first of all, I would like to thank Miss Zime. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Zime? Really?
Yes.
All right, okay. Okay. So for giving us the opportunity to do this sharing session. And yes, I'm Dr. Aizat. I'm replacing Dr. Malik due to certain issues. He was not able to attend this morning. Okay, so yeah, let me introduce Ms. Zime. So basically, Ms. Zime is the country manager for Edpuzzle in Malaysia and Singapore. She is someone important in our country and also Singapore, and she has been instrumental in training educators across the two countries on the effective use of Edpuzzle in the classroom or in lectures. So meaning that this is applicable for teachers and also lecturers, right? And basically, in her role, she support educators in integrating technology into their instructions. And during today's training, Ms. Zime will share invaluable insights gained from working closely with educators from diverse backgrounds and also subject areas. It doesn't only limit it to certain subject areas, but with using Edpuzzle, we can use it to across all subject areas, I would say. And through this dynamic and interactive training session, for this 1 hour session, our educators will be equipped with the knowledge and skill to effectively incorporate Edpuzzle into our teaching and practices to enhance student engagement and learning outcomes. Well, basically, that's the idea when we're teaching. We want our student to engage during our lesson. We don't want after 10 minutes, they already fell asleep. They already want to get out of the room. They want to go to the toilets and whatnot. And yeah, today we will gain a good understanding and insight on how we can create these interactive video lessons, and we can adapt to the engaging video lessons that support active learning and also provide student-centered experience, especially in the rise of hybrid learning environments. That's the main idea. So I think I already talked a lot about Ms. Zime. So it's already 1 minute since we already have 1 hour with this with this session with Ms. Zime. So without further ado, I will pass the floor to Ms. Zime to start the session. The floor is yours, Ms. Zime.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Dr. Aizat.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much to all enthusiastic lecturers. I see many of you actually come in as early as 9:45, and I'm really appreciative of your time this morning. And thank you to the Center of Professional Development, IIUM, for putting together today's sharing session. So I am May from Edpuzzle. I have been involved in training teachers or educators in Malaysia and Singapore in integrating Edpuzzle in their teaching and learning. So first thing first, it is a 1 hour session today, and I hope that it will be as interactive as possible for all of us. I will be sharing 4 things. There will be 4 learning goals today. I will be sharing how can we turn any videos into lesson, videos that we have created ourselves, videos from YouTube, and videos from other lecturers or other educators within our community. We want to turn passive video learning to active learning. And finally, we want to also integrate our videos to our learning management system, in this case to IIUM's Moodle learning management system. And lastly, we want to use analytics that are readily available for us to track our students' understanding, performance, and for our students to take accountability in what they study. So 4 things from me, and I would like to request 3 things from all of you here, if it's possible, okay? I would like, if it's possible, for all of us to do this activity together, meaning to say if it's, we can, for new lecturers, want to open the account attached to the IIUM Edpuzzle account. We want to find it. We will find a suitable video relevant to what we teach, or what and so on. At the same time, during this activity, I hope all of us will also reflect and think about how videos, in particular, video learning, is relevant to us and our students, and how we can further enhance it in our lectures. Finally, the third thing that I would like to request, if it's possible, it is a virtual session. I am not able to fully see you. So I hope that I'll be able to at least get some response from you using the reaction button, right? So if there is some kind of interactivity, I hope that this session will be very interesting instead. Thank you for some of the positive feedback already. So first thing first, I would start. I want to ask some questions first, right? If I may, let me just to see your reaction. Have you heard of Edpuzzle before? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, you can use the thumbs up or the reaction button if you want. Yes, yes. So if you have been those who have the lecturers who have answered yes, do you use Edpuzzle in the classroom already, or you are just starting out? And also lastly, for lecturers who have not heard of Edpuzzle, this is the introduction session. And I will also, lecturers who have not heard of Edpuzzle as well, I want to ask, like, in general, do you use videos in your lectures? Do you use videos in your lectures?
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Video, yes, okay. Thank you so much, very enthusiastic. And I think this should be the way we move our session forward. Some interactivity is good, so that I know the understanding, your understanding, and if I may slow down or if I may expedite certain things. Okay, so I'm going to share screen, but before I do that, this for new lecturers or lecturers who have not signed up with Edpuzzle, I am putting in a direct sign up link to IIUM's Edpuzzle account. So what you do is, with that link, just click on that link, register using your IIUM @edu email address, and it brings you directly to the IIUM Edpuzzle account. This way, you don't have to search for your university. And this way also, it brings you to the right account, because we have extended the Edpuzzle Pro access for IIUM until the end of September 2024. All right, so this is the link. Thank you. Okay, this is the link. If you can just click on the link, what I'll show you there. If you can just click on this link, or the link I've indicated in the chat box, what happens is it brings you directly to International Islamic University Malaysia IIUM with a green tick. So this is the actual or the main IIUM Edpuzzle account. All right, and then you put in what you teach. In your case, it will be higher education and college, and whatever subject. You can add in as many as possible, or you can remove them if you don't find it relevant. So I will, it will be about, it's just a 30-second process with that link. If anyone having trouble, please let me know. Okay, so once that's done, just press start teaching, and it will bring you to the discover page, which is this page. Okay,
Excuse
so
me.
at this page,
Sorry to interrupt.
yes.
I'm using the Google account. Then it doesn't display as you show just now. So how is it? Should I use which account?
You are using your own Gmail, is it?
At IIUM.
Okay.
But then there is no prompt up, just like you shown just now.
Oh, maybe are you already a registered user with IIUM with Edpuzzle?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you may
Should
link,
should I sign in with Microsoft or sign in with Google?
up to you. So if there is a, so I also wanted to, is IIUM email domain on Google or on Microsoft?
I am using the IIUM.
IIUM, is it attached to, yeah,
I think
Yeah, the domain.
IIM is on Google. I think
Google.
she's
Okay, so sign in with
Yeah.
Google. Press sign in with Google. Let me show you, yeah. Log out.
we need to click on Google. Google.
Yes, correct. Sign in, sign up in your case, sign up, choose this. Sign in with Google.
Okay.
Sign in with Google,
Then
and then it will come out at iium.edu.my if I'm not wrong,
yes. Okay.
right? Click on that.
Click on that. All right. Okay. So, okay, password optional.
Password is optional, correct? And then you have to terms and condition, tick it,
Okay, tick.
and then the blue
new
button
account.
will come out, and yes, click on that. Okay. Anyone
It's working.
else? Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, it's very straightforward. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So after you have done that registration, especially new users, yeah, there is a prompt to verify your account, your Edpuzzle account, that is sent to your email address. This is not urgent, but as you happen to be in your inbox, maybe after this, please verify it. That verification will entitle you to all the access that we have opened up to IIUM. Edpuzzle Originals, unlimited access, unlimited storage, unlimited video recording features, YouTube for player for education and whatnot. So remember to verify your account. If you didn't do that, then you might not be able to enjoy certain features. Okay, so I repeat, yeah. First thing first, click on that link, sign in your case, sign in with Google, and then you will come to the Discover page. But there is a verification notice that is sent to your inbox that you use, the email address that you use to register. Please remember to verify that when you are available, okay? So I will, first thing first, our first learning objective, we want to turn any lessons into any videos. We want to turn any videos into a lesson, right? So there are a lot of videos that's available. Some of us are content creators, so we can use that as well. So what happened is, in this Discover page, where you will see, these are all videos from the Edpuzzle community globally that are teaching the same subject as you. So example, if you, upon registration, you put in English, all English video for higher educations are all made available here. If you put in social sciences, then all relevant social sciences videos relevant to your category or to your teaching will be here. Of course, eventually you can filter it according to country. In this case, if I want to filter to Malaysia, right? So all videos by Malaysian educators on English, it's all here and I can readily use it. Okay, and of course you can filter it even down to the funnel that you want. So this is the readily available video from the Edpuzzle community. All right. Number two, in your context, you will see My School, right? So these are all the videos that have been created by your colleagues. So all lecturers, that's why upon registration, we put into IIUM, all videos that has been created by IIUM lecturers and it is made public, they are all here. Okay, so these are basically videos from your colleagues. In this context, we are also helping the universities put through a video library of lessons that other lecturers can use, and we are creating a community of lecturers sharing their videos in this segment. And of course, YouTube videos. So we have a partnership with YouTube for Education, YouTube Player for Education. And in this case, I have extended this feature to IIUM. What does this feature mean? This feature means that you can use any videos made available in YouTube, adherence to the terms and conditions of use, and your videos are free of ads, free of recommended videos, and free of chats, and free of tracking. So in this case, when you assign a YouTube video to your students, rest assured that the students are viewing videos that are safe. All right, so we protect their online safety in that context. So I normally call these readily available videos from the Edpuzzle community globally who are teaching the same subject as me, from my fellow colleagues in IIUM, and lastly, from YouTube. I will show you also later on after this, how do we retrieve YouTube videos after this, yeah? The second way to retrieve videos or to turn any videos into lesson is to upload your own video. So I'm sure some of you, most of us right now are content creator. We record videos. We even during Zoom sessions and whatnot, you record all these sessions, you have all these recordings. So you can actually upload your recordings here and then turn this recording into an assignment or turn this recording into an interactive video to be assigned to your students. Okay, so the recording shouldn't exceed 1 GB. It is about an hour and 30 minutes at max. All right, so this is the length of that video or the size of the video, but feel free to upload videos as many videos as possible. The third one is record video. So we have a feature that we just launched. It's called record your video using the Edpuzzle platform itself. So example, right? Let me record a video. I want to record a tag and I will choose the presentation, the IIUM presentation slide, okay? You see, I have my picture here, right? And I can move it and say, hi students, today I want to introduce you to getting started with Edpuzzle. It is an introductory topic and I will see you in the lecture hall next week. All right, so once you are done, you can stop. If you are shy, you can off your camera, right? You can also annotate, right? And once that's done, you can leave some reminders and whatnot. And you say, okay, I'll see you in class next week. Immediately, that video is ready and you can use it to use this platform to trim the video and to only deliver or to only assign the part that is required, okay? Processing is also very fast because I think in this context, also because my video is very short, but that video is ready and I can choose to upload this video, okay?
Miss,
Yes.
is the interface similar with the video editing if we are using the YouTube video for the recording?
Okay, okay. If you are using YouTube video, right, you have to share screen, record video, and then share the entire desktop. But I will show you a better way. I can't get the lecturer who asked the question just now, but sir, I will show you a better way to get a YouTube video after this, okay? So 3 now, I've shown you readily available video, upload your own video, record video, and lastly, this is exclusive to you. These are Edpuzzle originals, a collection of live video content that we have created for to help educators. I want to be very upfront. These videos are prepared up to high school only, but I have also opened up access to other lecturers in universities in Malaysia, only for 3 subjects, yeah, that is probably relevant. 4 subjects that are relevant: language skills, ELA, but very basic ELA, introduction or foundation. And then I have also seen lecturers using it for maths, algebra, also for foundation years, yeah. So very, very basic kind of introduction and social studies. Okay, of course, these videos are all available in English. We are in the midst of translating it to Bahasa Malaysia to cater to our teachers. But in your context, I think these are English and you can anytime voice over it to relevant language. Okay, so so these are 4 ways to turn any videos into lesson. I want to just pay attention, probably give a little more focus to YouTube because of this partnership. So if we are in YouTube, there is a question. Let me take question first, yeah. Attendance, okay. Okay, YouTube, I want to search from, do we still do, Dr. Aizat, can you recommend a title that I can search? A title that you teach probably?
For my subject, maybe instructional technology on my side.
Okay,
Or educational technology.
educational technology, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Technology for university students, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I search on YouTube, educational technology for university students, and these are all the videos that are available, okay? So I can pick a relevant video. Okay, maybe I use this 5 educational technology trends in 2024. I pick this video. What I do is that you see there's an advertisement here, right? So I copy the URL and I put it in Edpuzzle here. Add and search terms or a YouTube link. Search. And first thing first that with the partnership with YouTube for education, we eliminate the advertisements. So throughout this 7 minutes video now, there is not a single advertisement. So when you present this or when you assign this to your students, there is really a 7 minutes of just video for them to absorb, rather than in between or rather than intervals in advertisements in intervals. Sorry, okay. So I'm happy with this video. For example, yeah, I've not to be for the sake of the demonstration, I have not reviewed this video, so I don't know the purpose of it. But this is for demo purposes. But for lecturers' usage in classroom purposes, please review the video, ensure that it's a suitable video for the students, and then example, this is a 7-minute video, and I just want to introduce it to my students before they come to lecture. So I don't need them to sit through 7 minutes maybe. I just need them to look through the important keywords that I will be introducing in the lecture later or next week. So what I do is I can actually edit this video. Okay, so I would probably not need an introduction. I probably don't need an introduction. I can add card and I can remove this part. So what happens is that after we have reviewed the entire video, we know exactly what we want to deliver. And with that, we remove segments that are not relevant. All right. You can remove by moving this black ball to where you want to add the card. Okay. Or you can actually type in the timing here.
Sorry, Miss.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I missed out. How did you come to this page where you got the cut?
We can do it together. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
Yeah? I will delete
I'm
this.
sorry.
No worries. No worries. Thank you for asking. All of us are in YouTube, right? So search for a subject that you teach. So example, if you teach chemistry, you can search for maybe rates of reaction, or if you teach maths, maybe you can search for algebra, or if you teach information technology, can search. Go to YouTube, search any topic that you teach, any topic, okay? Or if you have that particular video that you have been using already, go to that particular video in YouTube. All right, so I will search again. Dr. Aizat gave me educational technology technology in his context. I will search again education technology. Okay, and I have like a list of videos that come out, right? Okay, so I can choose maybe this is too short for us to do a demo. So maybe I will choose 11 minutes video from this tech talk. All right, so I'll choose this, click on that video.
The most powerful.
Click on that video, take the URL, the YouTube URL of that particular video, and put it here. Add search terms or a YouTube link. Okay, and then the blue button will come out and press search. You will have that video that you have picked ready. All okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So in this
Yeah, got
context, yes, thank you. Once we have the video, we assume that we have watched this video and we know exactly where we want to edit. All right. So now, if it's an 11 minutes video, I want to shorten it to maybe 8 minutes or 7 minutes. Okay. So what I do is I move the black ball here, this black ball, to where I want to edit. Right, so let's assume I've read and I know exactly where to edit. Okay, so what happened is I've spliced my video into two parts. The first part here and the second part here. This means my video will start at this point. It will run through here and it will seamlessly continue here. That's why it's important to know exactly where to edit. All right, so that the words are not truncated, the videos are all in proper order. All right, so that's one way is to move the black ball. The other way, of course, is to put in the timing. So as you review the video, there are certain timing that is probably not relevant. You can write it down and then eventually come to this page and write the timing. I want to remove it at 1038. Right, 1038 is here, and I can add a card. Right, and I will remove it to maybe 1048. Right, 1059 is here. I add another card and I throw this part away. All right, so now I have again spliced my video into 3 parts. And if this is relevant now, so my video earlier was about, if I'm not wrong, 11 minutes.
Sorry, miss.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you throw that part away? You add the cut and then how do you throw that part away? Yeah.
Okay, let me show it again, yeah? So
Yeah,
I will move the black ball, this black ball, to let's say I want to cut here, 6:30, right? Add a cut.
Yeah. Okay.
And then another cut, move it to where you want to cut. Let's say if it's just here,
Right.
okay, and then add another cut. So 2 cuts together, you move it and then this way. Got it?
Okay. Right click, right click.
Yeah, let me show it again.
Right click, okay.
That cut, yes. And then as you throw it away, you need to, was it? Right click it. Okay?
Excuse me, sorry, miss.
Yes.
Can you please repeat this sentence? I don't know how to cut it. How to
Okay,
cut
you
it?
don't know how to cut it. There are 2 ways to cut it. The first one is, you see the black ball here? You see this black ball?
Yes.
Okay. Decide where you want to cut. So in your context, because it's for demo, it's for all of us to learn, just bring this black ball to anywhere, and then add a cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you have done that, bring it to another segment, another part, and add another cut. Okay?
Okay.
And then you see there's this white line.
Yeah.
Bring white line to the right.
Oh.
And then you will see the red trash can. When you see the red trash can, you release your mouse and that part is cut. Okay? If let's say you say, I cut the wrong part, I want that, then you just need to undo. That cut is back.
But I didn't see any red delete sign.
You didn't see any. Ma'am, you have to bring the white line against the white line. So the 2 white lines have to sort of join. Then the red trash can will come up.
Okay. Let me try it.
So is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
finger
I
that
got
is pointing to the cut line? Is the finger that is pointing to the cut line, and then you press the finger? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes,
Thank you.
correct.
Okay.
See the finger, the entire palm, right? You see, I bring it back, I drag it, and then the palm, and then the finger will come out, pointing to just the trash can you release. Cool?
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
All
Thanks a
right.
lot.
So I've shown you how do we pick a YouTube video, right? So now we are at a second learning objective, which is we want to turn the video that we pick, or the video that we will be assigning, from passive video learning to active learning. I think all of us, I hope all of us acknowledge that when we assign a video lesson, it is very passive, meaning to say the students just sit there and watch, and there is no interactivity, unlike when it happened to face-to-face learning. Or sometimes they just play the video and they do something else, right? So in this case, what happened is that number one, we make sure that we deliver only what is required. So if it's an 40 minutes lecture, for example, but before they come into the lecture, I want to introduce a topic first, to just give them an expectation, to set a stage on what is being delivered this week, right? So I prepared a 3 to 5 minutes video just to get them prepared, right? That video, I have already edited to what is only relevant, number one, which is the editing function. Number two, we will add in as many multiple choice, open-ended, and notes in this particular video. So originally, my video was about 11 minutes. I have already trimmed it to 8 minutes, and I can put in notes, open-ended questions, and multiple choice questions anywhere in my 8 minutes video. This is a new function. Teacher Assist is still in beta. We use machine learning and AI to help educators generate questions. It might not work at this point on all videos, especially if you are using videos, Malay videos, all right? Bahasa Melayu videos. If you are using English and Spanish, it works on certain videos. So let's try and see whether this particular video on perils and promise of EdTech, will they be able to help us generate a question? So generate question, generate both, and no, you see, sorry, we are unable to generate questions for this video. There are a few factors. It's based on how popular that particular video is, and how often it's being used, because it's based on inputs from other educators. It's also based on machine learning, okay? So it might not work on all, but please try it out. If it doesn't work, then you can manually put in this. Even if it works, we always tell educators to review the questions and see whether it fits into your learning objective. If it doesn't, trash all these recommended questions and then create your own one, because I'm sure you have a lot more ideas or better ways of asking questions, okay? So best practice, video best practice is we also encourage educators to put a note at the very beginning of the video. Why? Because when you assign this and the students are watching it elsewhere, you want to set an expectation or set a stage on what do you expect, or what is their learning objective or learning goals, right? So you can say like, hi students, from this video, you will learn. Okay, so if your students are, if you are on a vision, that one, you can add in images. Choose a relevant images. Let me see. Okay. If you are a mathematics teachers or mathematics lecturers, all the formulas are here. You need to choose relevant ones. If you want to link to another journal or link it elsewhere, link to a PDF, you can actually link it here as well. click this resource. Example, yeah, and then go. And then they can click on, the students can click on this resource. It brings them to whatever that you want them to link to. Okay, so in this case, notes at the beginning, you can put in, you can type in, you can put in image, you can put in link. If you are a mathematics lecturer, put in your equations. And lastly, this is very interesting, particularly for language educators, you can actually record audio now. Hi students, at the end of this video, I want you to learn about EdTech. Right, so there is a 7-second recording here. So what happened is that my students will be able to read, or they will be able to listen to my voice, and then I save. It takes a while, yeah, because there is an audio, there's a link, and also there's an image. Okay, done. All right. So after that, if I'm not happy with this, I can continue to edit it, or I can trash it all over and I can continue. Okay. So I've put in a note. We encourage educators to put in a note at the very beginning and at the end. The ending part is for you to set a reminder. Hey, I'll see you in lecture next week. Hey, there's no lecture this week. Use this video to learn, and I will see you in the following week, right? So beginning is to set an expectation, ending is to send a reminder. If you want to put a note in between, feel free to do so. Putting a note in between means you actually break the momentum of the video and to just refocus or realign certain learning objectives. All right. And so anywhere in this video, you can put in as many notes, as many notes as you want. All right. Then now I want to show you, we will put in a multiple choice question. Again, for the sake of demo, I will not put the questions at the very middle or end, because I want to show you this particular video that I've just created from a student's perspective. So we wouldn't want to sit through an 8-minute videos, right? So I'm just going to move this black ball here a little bit and then put in a multiple choice question. All right. Hey, I changed this to an open-ended question first. So why in your opinion, EdTech is important? Again, you can ask through audio. So you are testing their listening skills as well. And in open-ended questions, you can allow audio responses. So when you allow audio responses, you empower students in choosing 2 ways to submit their answer. They either type or they record their response. All right. So whatever it is, when it's an open-ended questions for university students, please put in more specific instructions, like your answer should not exceed 250 words or 2 minutes, right? And if that's done, you save. Okay. And then lastly, I will show you multiple choice question. Okay, right? So A, B, C, D. In multiple choice question, you have to set at least 1 correct answer. So example, there are 2 correct answers. I can actually pick 2. So the correct answer is A and C. I'm going to save. So what I've done is, throughout this 8 minutes video, I have put in a note. I've put in a multiple choice question and an open-ended questions. Ladies and gentlemen, you can put this anywhere in the video, yeah? You don't have to put it like mine accordingly. Mine is for the sake of demonstration because I want you to experience it from the student's perspective after this. So I don't want us to sit through an 8 minutes video. All right. So this is what you will get. And if all this is ready, you finish. Right. So what happened right now is that I have this video, I'm at this page called video preview, the title of the video, right? The name of the lecturer, and the students play. All right. And then what I can do is that if this video is exclusive, I want to only make it exclusive for my students. Then you change this to private. Okay, making it public means anyone or any lecturers or any educators globally can actually access to your video. So it depends. If you think that it's okay, I'm happy to share, then make it public. If you think that, okay, this is my first attempt in video making, I want to make it private first, then make it private. When you make it public, you can actually share preview with your other colleague. So if I'm teaching the same example, Dr. Aizat is teaching, I'm like a tutor with Dr. Aizat, for example, right? He prepared this video. He can actually copy this video link and share it with me first before we assign it to our students. So copy this link, put it in WhatsApp or whatever communications for the other teacher or the other educator to review the video together. So if it's happy, then you can start assigning the video. All right, so this is share preview. If you are not happy with the current video, continue to edit it, or once you are done, you can then assign. There are also duplicate functions, move to folder, add to playlist, and delete. So duplicate is if this is, for example, to Monday's class, right? So you put here the perils and problems of EdTech, and maybe you put in the date. But you have another same class on Wednesday, another group of students, right? So you can then duplicate the video and then put in Wednesday, right? So you duplicate videos so that your original video remains where it should be to the group of students that you want to assign to. All right, move to folder is eventually when you have a lot of videos collection already, you move it to according to the folder to, like, example, topic 1, semester 1, and whatnot. Okay. And then add to playlist. I'll share later on this. Once I'm done, assign, create in your context because you are using Moodle. So create a class first, right? And maybe English, technology actually, technology. Okay, and then put it as an open class, and then create class. So what happened is I have created a class called IIUM demo class, and I can start assigning this lesson. Okay, so I will start maybe today at 10 a.m. And my date due is this Friday, 11 p.m. All right, so this is the general assignment setting. Prevent skipping. This is the function where educators love because students won't be able to skip the video ahead. They can rewatch, they cannot fast forward. Again, this is up to you. It's automatically on for you. But if you find that, hey, it's okay, it's just an introductory, I am okay for my student to skip my video, then you can toggle it off. Okay, attempts. When we have multiple choice questions, this function will be made available and you can let your students try as many times as possible. So example, at the open-ended questions just now, the multiple choice question that we have just now, if the students answer wrongly, they can actually try again. If I set at 3, they can try 2 more times. If I set at unlimited, they can try until they get it right. Okay, so I will set at maybe 2 times. And then accessibility is when, again, it's quite similar to prevent skipping. We just launched this also to allow your students to watch the video at their pace. So example, if they want to fast forward the video, they can do that. Okay, so you can turn this on as well. And then if you use English videos, you can turn on the closed captions and then use assign. So what happened right now is that I have already assigned a video called The Perils and Promise of EdTech. And what I can do is I take this assignment link, copy this link and put it in my learning management system in Moodle to the relevant class that I want them to view this. Okay, so in Moodle per se, they will students will click on this link. It brings them to this. I'm showing you now the student's perspective, yeah. But before I do that, any questions? Any questions? Okay.
No question.
Question,
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, please. Yeah.
All right. So viewing as a student. So what I'm showing you is that how the video looks like from a student's perspective. Okay. So view as a student. Students will see video assignment, title of the assignment, lecturer's name, and when is the due date of this particular assignment. Okay. On the right, students will see what they have to complete. They have to complete an open-ended question and a multiple choice question. Okay.
So means any of the students, they can just click on the link and they will straight away be pointed to this
Yes,
source.
correct.
Yeah.
So in Moodle, you have your class name and also the students, right? So example, if you have like 100 students, all your 100 students will sit there in the learning management system, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put the link there. So all the 100 students will be notified that this lecturer has already put in an assignment. So they click on this, it will bring them to this page. Okay, so when it brings them to this page, they will start playing. I want to play this video, I'll play this video.
I found this a bit funny.
Okay, so what happened is that the video will pause. They will have to look at the question. They will have to read this. Hi students, from this video, they can click on the resource, they can look at the image, and you see, they won't be able to continue until they listen to the instruction. Actually, record audio now. Hi students, at the end of this video, I want you to learn about EdTech. Right? Then only the blue button will come out. So when the blue button come out, the students can press continue.
Read some of the worrying news about the EdTech industry in India. I can see why he felt the need that there should be a distinction between the two.
All right, again, video will pause. It will not play until the students answer the question. So in this case, the students can choose to either type 250 words or answer it through audio in 2 minutes, right? So I will just type. Example, yeah. I just type and then only the blue button will come up. If I didn't type anything, this video will not be able to play. I won't be able to continue. All right, so I type and I submit. So once I've submitted, then only I can continue. This is immediate feedback. If I have questions that I want to ask my lecturer, right, I can actually put in immediate feedback here. Right, then I send and a notification will be sent to my teacher. All right, then I continue.
But in all seriousness, I believe in EdTech, and I believe it has the power to actually help education transcend its problems.
All right, now video again, pause for the students to answer the multiple choice question. So multiple choice questions, it is now randomized. It's not according to ABCD, right? So it's randomized and there are 2 correct answers, it says. So example, I only want to, I didn't read the, as a student, I didn't read the questions properly and I only pick one answer and I submit. immediately it comes out as wrong because there are two correct answers, right? Students will have to pick two answers. So continue, and
Let's take a
the
step
whole
back.
video proceeds. The whole video, the students continue another video. I just want to show you another function. But you see just now we had the multiple choice, the attempts, right? As we do the general setting, it says here for the students will finish watching the video and there is another attempt left. You can retry this lesson one more time because I set at 2 attempts. Okay, and then now I play and I want to fast forward this. You see, as a student, they cannot fast forward this video, it's locked. Okay, it's locked. So they can't fast forward.
Let's take a step back.
And they can't change tab. Normally, right, we let the YouTube play and then we go and do other things, correct? Right? So what happened is that, let me increase the volume. Right, I play this video.
And look at the past.
And I change tab.
This is not the first time that
the video will pause. There's no more sound coming out, right? So I have to go back to the video.
education has leveraged technology.
My video will play. If I move on to another tab, the video will pause. So this is the beauty of probably something that we hope to help educators solve, is for students to take accountability in what they study, all right, or what they learn. So let's say the students say, I can't finish this today, I'm rushing off to another class. They just need to exit. And from lecturer's perspective, you will see that there is one new answer that you need to mark, right? So I click on this. Of course, this is teacher because I'm using it from a student's perspective. I've watched 0%. I only watched a little bit. There's no marks yet. And I tried once over 2. There's 2 attempts, but I only tried once. I last watched this video 2 minutes ago, but because I didn't complete watching this video, it's considered I did not turn in. Okay, so I can make student retry. Then it will be submitted for the students. And this is the answer to grade. Okay, I will show you before we move on, yeah. I've already showed you how to turn any videos into lesson, how to turn passive video learning to active learning by delivering only what is required, putting in questions and notes, and also how to integrate with the learning management system, Moodle. Lastly, before we leave, 8 more minutes, I will show you how do we use the analytics. After the assignment is done, right, you will get a set of analytics. And these are the analytics that you can use for their assessment file or to personalize your learning further. Okay, so you go to graded and completed. And this is what I get. This is a open class, integrated. So I will get the list of my students. So in your case, if it's integrated with Moodle and the registration of the students is their code, example CEB 02 something something, then you will see the code here. All right. So you will see their names or their students' code depending on the email address that is integrated. And then you see whether they actually watch your video. Like these 3 didn't watch. This one watched 20% but didn't complete. Watch 100, watch 60 and whatnot. This is their marks after I have graded all the answers, including open-ended questions. Attempt. How many times I allow them to try? In this case, once. How many times the student tried? 1. And when they last watched my video. And whether they turned in on time. Right? So you see all this in green, they completed it and they turned in. Right? Whereas all this in yellow or in red is considered not turned in. So in Edpuzzle context, right, if you didn't finish watching the video, is considered not turned in. So I've seen lecturers using it as also sort of like an attendance or a replacement of lectures. I have a video that is ready, and then I get my students to watch this video. And if they didn't finish watching it according to the due date, then it's considered not turned in, or in this case, it's considered did not attend. Okay. I analyze by class. I can see the entire class. I can download my grades and put it in whatever my folder, achievement folder and whatnot. I can also analyze per students. So let's see Brandon, right? Brandon watched 100%, but he only gets 40 marks. What happened? So this is Brandon's personal analytic. He watched 100%, he get 40 marks. He tried once. There are 4 questions he only answered. He only get 2 correct answers. All right. Brandon spent 3 minutes watching this video. So what happened now is that, right, my video is 2 minutes 54 seconds and Brandon spent 3 minutes. So I know that it is actually a fair amount of time being spent watching this video. There are examples where my video is 2 minutes 54 seconds and this time span is 13 minutes, meaning to say it's actually an extra 10 minutes that is being idle, right? And Brandon turned in on time. So 2 questions wrong, 1 question's about 70 marks and 1 question at 100. That's why at maybe above 80, that's why he gets 40 marks. But this is also interesting, lecturers, for you to personalize your communication with the students. These are how many times students actually watch each of these segments. So it's divided into 10. And in this particular example, right, Brandon actually watched this part 3 times. He actually watched this part 3 times to answer this particular question. All right. So Brandon watched 3 times this part to answer question number 2, and he still get it wrong. So this is where you can personalize your communication with Brandon. Okay. And then you can reset progress, make student retry, and you can give immediate feedback. Like I will assign this to you again, or see me in my room, or try again and whatnot. All right. And then this is open-ended questions. Open-ended questions, teachers will have to manually mark it. Okay. And then answers are reflected here. One last feature that I really want to show you is this. Just now I showed you how we use AI and machine learning to help you generate questions on English, or popularly use English videos. In this case, I want to also show you how we use machine learning to help you grade open-ended questions. So I have some assignments are still in progress, yeah, and the answers might change. Okay, so in this case, what happened is that it's an open-ended questions and I can use teacher assist. So this is the function. I put in my keywords or in our context schema jawapan. So I put in my keywords to the question. I must have like teaching 21st century example, yeah. Teaching 21st century, and then all other keywords, and then you press auto grade. So once you press auto grade, the system goes by recognizing that particular keyword. So if there is a 21st learning century, right, in my keyword, right, and it will mark as 100. We ask lecturers, because it's still in beta, we ask to interfere with this if you find that the students it doesn't give you a correct interpretation of the answers, right? So if you think that this only deserve, so what happened right now is if it's 100, the purple is recommended by the computer, right? It's recommended by the machine. But once I interfere and I put at 60, right, it means without the purple sign, the magic wand, the purple magic wand, it means the teacher has already interfered. So these students only deserve 60 marks. All right, so these are the 2 new features that is still in beta that we have just launched. Then in this case, immediately you will be able to see the students' marks already. So these are the 2 features that we have just launched to assist educators further in video, in accessing the video content. So let me just summarize before we go off. I have our 4 learning objectives or learning goals today. We want to turn any videos into lesson. So these are readily available videos from the Edpuzzle community who are teaching the same subject as me, lecturers from my university, and also from YouTube. I can add my own content, upload my own content. I can use this platform to record a video. I can also use readily available videos from Edpuzzle Originals. Edpuzzle Originals are made accessible to all lecturers in IIUM until end of September. All right. And then we want to turn passive video learning to active learning. How? We actually deliver what is required by using the cutting or the editing function. And we put in notes, multiple choice questions and open-ended questions, and the video will pause for the students to grasp what is being delivered and then answer based on their understanding before the video proceeds further. Number 3, integration with Moodle. And lastly, the analytics part. The analytics part is where we use it to track our students' understanding and performance, and also to see if it's for micro-credentials as well as for blended learning. It is heavily used because all the analytics is there, and we want and students are responsible, or students have to be accountable in what they are learning. So I have already shared 4 very, very short 1 hour here with you. But if there is a need, I will leave my email address in the presentation slide, which I'm sharing with you. So if there's a need, just drop me an email. If you want to do like a hands-on face-to-face session, complimentary 30 to 45-minute session, just reach out. I'll be there. I am based in KL. So I am happy to provide that if it's required. So this is the, let me just give you the presentation slides, the link to the presentation slides before we leave. All right, I will stop sharing screen.
All right. Okay. So, Ms. Zimi, we have several questions here.
Okay.
The first question will be, what would you recommend we use the voiceover for? That will be the first question. The second one is, can we combine several videos into one assignment?
Okay, I will answer the first question. Thank you, Dr. Isaac.
Right.
The first question is voiceover. Voiceover, I see in terms of usage, yeah, in particularly in our Malaysia and Singapore segment, voiceover is used for lower primary students where they are still unable to read.
Okay.
Right? And for lecturers or for maybe language educators, English, Malay, Arabic, and all, to test the listening and the speaking skills.
Okay.
Right? So if you use Edpuzzle in a language context, you are testing all the 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, as well as one more, speaking. The audio, the listening and the speaking can be audio responses. Can be. You mean voice over? Is it just now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so that is the audio response. Voice over. If you have your own original video, not YouTube video, yeah. So you won't be able to use voice over on YouTube video because YouTube video belongs to another person, right? So if you want to use voice over, you use voice over on your own video or Edpuzzle Originals. So example, right? If I have Edpuzzle Original, let me just show you again very quickly. Edpuzzle Originals. And I take maybe digital citizenship, a very common topic for all of us. So I have this and I edit. This entire video is delivered in English. But if I find that, hey, this is actually suitable for my students that I'm introducing French to, example, right? I actually voice over this entire video in French.
Okay.
Yep. So that is one way you use Edpuzzle Original. If not, when you upload your own video or you record your own video, sometimes I record my video in English, but I find that, hey, I am teaching English and French. So I want to emulate the same video into French, but I don't want to record it all over again. Then I actually do a voiceover for the entire thing in French. So that is the function of the voiceover. But I want to just take note that if you are using YouTube video, the voiceover function is not available. Okay, so so voiceover is available for Edpuzzle Originals, upload your own video or record video where you can voice over the entire thing. Like sometimes I see teachers, mainly teachers using it because sometimes when you use American content, right, it's very, the slang are very American and they want to localize certain pronunciation. Then you use the voiceover function.
All right.
And the second question is whether you are able to merge the two videos to use it in Edpuzzle. Unfortunately, we are working on this feature. Most of the educators ask for it, but we are working on this. At this point, you will have to merge the two videos elsewhere first.
I see.
Yeah, you move the two video elsewhere and then you bring it to Edpuzzle to put in the interactivity or to edit or to remove what's not necessary. All right.
There's a workaround to combine the video and then you can upload it back.
Yes, correct. So what I normally do is that I use iMovie to combine the two videos and then upload these two video as upload video in Edpuzzle and then trim what is not required and then put in questions and then assign it to the students.
All right. There is one more question, Miss. Edpuzzle is very good tool indeed from Prof. Norbik, especially the analytics. The question is there already a YouTube video on using Edpuzzle, maybe a YouTube channel, I believe, or any other available video online on Edpuzzle website itself?
Yes. So in the presentation slide, sorry, I have to share again. In the presentation slide, ladies and gentlemen, here, we have getting started with Edpuzzle plus Moodle. So all this is relevant to you. You just click on this. All the getting started and all are all here. All right. There is also an Edpuzzle playlist, which I will update that one in a while. All right. So what is new and all these are all the features. Edpuzzle. I will update the presentation in a while. Okay. And then there is a playlist. There is also, if you are interested, professional development courses that you can self-learn. All right. So you go to your profile, you go to courses, right? So you can start with Edpuzzle Beginner. This is what I have just shared with you just now, and you learn it on your own. Right. So as and when you are free, you hop on, you learn, and then your performance or your video will be recorded. Your track your viewing track will be recorded. All right. And then you can start with Edpuzzle Beginner and then Edpuzzle Intermediate and then Edpuzzle Coach. Edpuzzle Coach meaning if you have this certification, you will be able to then lead or coach or train fellow colleagues. These certifications are all with a cert, a professional cert and a LinkedIn badge that you could share immediately. Yes.
So is it available for, do you only need to take it one time or is it only available one time only? All right.
Yeah, one time.
Because I'm asking because Google Teachers, maybe the license only available
for.
for.
Okay. So let me explain that. Yeah, for beginner and intermediate, you only take it one time. For Edpuzzle Coach, you take it every year. Edpuzzle Coach is because there were features that were added.
Indeed.
All the time. Yes. So log in when you take certification. Log in as a student. Don't log in as a teacher. And all your certifications are all recorded here. So you'll be able to see like you have completed beginner level 1, coach, and all that. Okay, so all these are here. You don't have like example today you want to learn you only have time for 2 videos today. Watch only 2 videos. Tomorrow you continue the other videos because it's self-learning. So you can do it anytime, anywhere. Okay.
All right.
Yes, I think that is pretty much it. But if there is my contact details, lastly,